Okay, here's what we're doing. We're going to use the mag drill to punch these holes out a little bit bigger because there's a tube under there, so these are just going into a hollow cavity under the bed, and I can't put my other mounts for my air tank on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bore these out big enough to drop that nut down in there flush, weld it on, and then I can screw the other mounts down and I can get that tank mounted. So let's get these holes opened up a little bit and see how it works. And I'm going to have to offset it that way a little because I'm right against the wall of that tube, and I don't want to cut into that because that's part of the strength of the bed. That looks good right about there. And this is loud. Oh yeah, perfect. So let's move on to the next one. Next thing about these guys, you got to go ahead and just go fast and get it through, because if you just go real slow, it's just gonna dull. It's gonna get the bit hot, and then it's ruined. So drag the welder over here and get these welded in flush like that. See what we can do. And we're going to use some anti-splatter on this so it doesn't ruin the threads and I can still get the bolt out. Not that I'm using that bolt, but I may need it for another project. One. Ooh, almost welded the threads on that one. All right. Let me get a water. go. Got 4 mounts. I'm probably going to use the same ones for the gas engine and compressor. But I'm going to take a break. I'm about to starve. I ain't had no lunch or breakfast. Look at that. It's like a glove. And these are pink because they're metric, because that's how they do stuff. Every metric bolt in the world is pink. That's the universal metric color. In case y'all didn't know. Tell you, the old mag drills already come in handy just in that quick amount of time. Alright guys, so I got the air tank mounted, got it on isolators, and I took the plasma cutter and cut the plate off of the little tanks that are shot to shit. This one's got a pinhole somewhere underneath inside of this. You can feel it, and there's plenty of, see, there's plenty of other thin spots. There's a hole there. They put a self-tapper in. There's a hole there. I mean, there's where it's been rubbing on something, and there's probably a hole there, a crack on it. There's another hole there. So these tanks are shot that end up exploding. And I know that tank is good. I keep it drained. I use it every so often for paint and if I need a lot of air. But so anyways, I cut this plate off, motor and all. The only difference is now obviously all this stuff isn't going to fit, and the supply line going to the tank. So there's I believe there was 3 holes on this tank, 3 or 4. So I'm going to have to consolidate some fittings. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Which this is just the pressure relief valve. I can probably put it in a T with something else. So we got 4 openings and my tank only has 2. So what I'll do is I'll adapt up and put a T on it and have my supply line. I'll probably just, since it's a JIC flare, I believe, I'll probably just go with a little short hydraulic hose up here. It may get hot and soften it, but it's not like I'm going to be running this thing that much. Then I'll have to extend this line, but actually both of these will have to go right up to the tank. This is the, I guess you'd say, the signal to make it, I guess it bypasses the air when it builds up, and this lets it idle down once it builds up to a certain PSI. I still got to put oil in this thing, change the oil. I've got the other filter housing, but it's all busted and messed up. So I'm either going to take both of these and run them together with a big air cleaner, or I'll just find find a matching set that fits this. I guess that's 3/4 pipe. And then I've got the air cleaner and stuff that goes on this. I say I do. I don't know if I have the actual cover. So, yeah, I do. Okay. So I have the cover, and there's a filter over here that's not the greatest, but it'll keep rainwater out of it for now. But basically, I want to be able to do just about anything on the side of the road if I have to. I want to have air, power, which I have with the welder. I have 110 volts, I have 220 volts. Now I have this air. I also have the air compressor up there for the plasma cutter. The only thing I don't have on this, and I may put it back on it, is my oxygen acetylene setup, which I don't really use hardly anymore, but I'm sure I will. I don't even know which direction this goes. I guess it doesn't really matter. So, anyhow, everything's mounted solid. Oh, I gotta get on here and tighten these bolts. I had to do the same thing on these two. They come out right on the square tubing, so I couldn't get in there to put a nut on the back side, so I used the mag drill to bore them out bigger and put shut the fuel off, and just weld a nut on it. But now I got to get underneath there and tighten them up. So it's been a busy day, guys, but I've got a lot done. Go check out my channel for some other videos. I posted I think I posted one yesterday. I know I posted one yesterday, but I don't remember if I posted more than one. I think I did one video and one short. Ooh, yeah, and that was the other thing. This one's been broken before, and they had JB Weld holding it back together. So, with that being said, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna kind of wind down for the day, and we will see y'all in the next video. Later.